Hello guys, welcome to NetExperts. My name is Sudhanshu Kapoor. Today we will discuss about how to take backup of Azure VM. Let's start the session guys. So first I'll open my portal. This is my portal. So I already created one virtual machine. I just click on virtual machine. So as you can see that this virtual machine is running. Now my virtual machine name is VM1 and if I click on this virtual machine and I am using Windows Server 2016 Data Center Edition. In this virtual machine, this is my server virtual machine. As you can see that this is the virtual machine. I already take the remote and the edition is Windows Server 2016 Data Center. I place 8 GB RAM and two virtual processors in this virtual machine. Okay, so for now let's start the backup. For backup, what services we need? We need backup and site recovery services. Let's click on this and go for backup and site recovery services. We need this. Okay, let's click on this. Now to perform backup, first we need to create a recovery services vault. Okay, so we need to create first this. So they ask you for resource group. So I already created the resource group VM-RG. I use this resource group. Now I go for vault name. So the vault name I go for it's backup 01. Okay, and I'll go for east. We'll use this in east US. Okay, now click on simple tags and go for review and create simple. It's a mandatory to create the to go for tags. Okay, if you want to go for tags, you just configure the tags as well. So this is for backup. Now click on review and create. So as you can see that the create recovery services vault is created. Okay, okay, just go for backup. Okay, I hope everything is fine. Yes. Okay, so now it's going to create the recovery services vault. It's initializing the development. It takes some time. Okay, I just pause the video and come back once it's done. Okay, so as you can see that the deployment is completed. Okay, so my recovery services vault is configured. So I click on home again and click on again the backup services. Over there we'll see able to see. Okay, not there. Maybe in the resource group. So I go for resource group and we'll go for VM-RG. Over there we'll find the vault. Here it is, the backup 01 vault. Okay, let's click on this. Now this is the backup vault we have. Okay, so now if you want to go for the backup. Okay, so before we go for the backup, let's click on backup policies. We need to go for create first backup policies before we create the backup. Okay, let's click on backup policies over there. Now if you can see the backup policies, so by default two policies are configured. One policy for SQL Server in Azure VM and one policy for Azure Virtual Machine, which is already configured. Okay, so we need to configure. If you want to configure a new policy, you can configure the new policy also. If you can use the default policy, you can use the default policies also. So in our cases, we can create the new policy. Okay, so let's create the new policy. Click on add over there. Now we have the option 3 policies are there. Even 4 policies are there. Azure Virtual Machine, Azure File Share, SQL Server in Azure VM, and SAP HANA in Azure Virtual Machine. So which policy you want to create? So I want Azure Virtual Machine policy because I'm going to take the Azure Virtual Machine backup. Let's click on Azure Virtual Machine policy. So I'm going to create a policy now. Now in this policy, we need to first give the policy name. So this might go for policy 1. Now that is the policy 1. Now they ask you to backup schedule. If you want to schedule the backup, you can schedule the backup as well. Like they ask you for daily backup once. We have the option daily backup or weekly backup. So I'll go for daily backup first. Okay. Now what time? At what time I need to take the daily backup? So I go for, you can see that every 6 p.m. every day 6 p.m. my backup is created. You need to give the your time zone. So I am using I am working in plus 5:30 India time. So I'll go for plus 5:30 New Delhi India time. Okay. And then you have the option of retain backups also. Retain instant recovery snapshots for. Okay, so you can retain the snapshots as well. If you want to retain the snapshots for 2 days, you can go for 2 days. Okay, in that we have a retain range also in daily backup. So by default, your daily backup retains 180 days. Okay, now you can say that, okay, I don't want to retain 180 days, I want then only 10 days. So you can say that like every day, every backup, it maintains for 10 days. Okay, means you can say that my daily backup maintains for 10 days. After 10 days, what happens when 11 days come? So day one backup is automatically replaced like this. So you can retain the backup, as up to you, that you can how long you can retain your backups. Okay, or keep your backup, as you can say that retain means keep your backup. If you want to retain a weekly backup point also, you can just click and you have the option of weekly backup also. So by default it's 12 days, 12 weeks, sorry. Okay, you can go for 1 week, I go for 1 week only. Okay, so go for 1 week like this. Okay, so every Sunday 6 p.m. it takes the weekly backup, and it's go for, it takes this backup for keep this backup for 1 week only. And then we have the monthly backup point also and yearly backup point also. If you click on a monthly backup point, so over there they go for 60 months. It keeps your backups on 60 for 60 months, means 5 years. And if you go for yearly backup, so it keeps your backup for 10 years maximum. Okay, so as per your requirement, you can go for the monthly backup and the yearly backup also. Okay, now it's go for week basis. Okay, you can go for day basis, you can go for day basis also. So every day once your backup is created, okay, it takes all the backups till 10 years. Okay, so right now I'm not choosing yearly and monthly. As per your requirement, you can go for that. So right now I'm choosing only daily and weekly backup. Okay, so I already scheduled the backup, as you can say that. If you don't want to schedule it, you just simple uncheck this option. Okay, if you want to schedule it, you can schedule it with the help of backup policies. Okay, so now just click on create after that. So once you create it, your policy is created, as you can say that it's going to create your policy. Let's create the policy. Once it's done, I resume the video again. Okay, so as you can see that the policy is created, deployment succeeded. Now just click on again backup policies. So we have a policies named policy 1, which is created successfully. Okay, now what I need to do, now I'm going to create the backup now. So now we'll go for the policy 1. Okay, so which is already created. Okay, fine. Now I go to the my backup vault again. Okay, and then we have the option backup. Just click on backup after that. Now over there we can take the backup. Okay, so now we have the options over there. Either where your workload is running, means where you take the backup in the Azure, or you have the option of on-premises option also. Azure Stack option is also there. Azure Stack means you are using .NET or something like this. Okay, like this we are using SQL Server, you are using file and folders, you are using SharePoint, the system state. So you can use you can take this backup within the Azure Stack. Okay, if I click on Azure, so that gives you all the information about virtual machine, SAP HANA, file share, SQL Server, virtual machine, which where on what you want to backup. Okay, you can go for that. Now we have the option of on-premises also. If you connect your Azure with on-premises, okay, so you can take the backup on on-premises resources also. Like you have file and folders, Hyper-V virtual machines, VMware virtual machines, Microsoft SQL Server, SharePoint, Exchange, system state, bare metal recovery. So if like imagine that if you have a Hyper-V virtual machines running in the on-premises, and you can take the backup through Azure, so you can go for that also. But for this you need to connect your on-premises network in Azure. Okay, so now right now what we need Azure and we need virtual machine backup. Okay, now click on backup after that. So it's makes you the backup we are using the policy 1. Okay, we already created the policy 1. Okay, so we're getting the policy 1. Now they're asking for the virtual machine, so I add my virtual machine over there. So my virtual machine, it is showing me it's here, it is the virtual machine VM1. I just check this option and click on OK. So it's adding my virtual machine in this backup. Okay, so as you can see that the virtual machine VM1 is added now. Okay, now I'm going to enable this backup with the help of policy 1. If you change the policy, you can change the policies as well. We have two policies, default policy and policy 1 for Azure for virtual machine. The another policy is for SQL Server virtual machine, SAP virtual machine, HANA, SAP HANA virtual machine, all the stuffs. Okay, now if you have multiple policies, you can choose the policies. Right now I'm using the policy 1, and now after that enable backup services. Okay, so as you can see that it's enabling the backup services, as you can see that like this. See, it's submitting the deployment. Okay, so again pause the video. Once it's done, I resume it again. Okay, so as you can see that the backup service is enabled now. Okay, still the backup is not configured. Means still the backup is not started. I just only configured the backup services only. Okay, so now go to resource group. So they're showing me my backup 1. Okay, I just open my backup vault. So as you can see that I just go to backup. So in that, either once I click on the backup, they're showing me that we have a one backup item is there. Okay, I open my backup of -01 service fault, and after that I just click on backup over there. So they're showing me one backup item is running. So I just click on this. They're showing me that virtual machine backup is there. Okay, so I just click on this. So as they're showing me the backup pre-check is passed, but warning, it's still backup is pending. Why? Because I scheduled the backup. Okay, as you can see that it scheduled the backup. Okay, if you want to take the backup right now, okay, so you have the option backup now. Okay, so let's go for backup right now because we schedule in 6 p.m. So right now the timing is 10:23 a.m. Okay, so when 6 p.m. is there, so it's automatically take the backup. Okay, so let's start with the backup now. Okay, so if you want to go for backup right now, just click on backup now. So they retain the backup for 1 month only. Okay, for 30 days it retains the backup. Okay, if you want to extend the days, okay, you can go for October, November, December, like this. Okay, I go for this. Okay, so as you can see that you can retain the backups also. Okay, so by default it takes 30 days. Okay, so 30 days this backup is available. After 30 days the backup is automatically deleted. Okay, so I'll go for by default settings. Okay, for 30 days more than enough for me. Now click on OK, and now it's, you can see that triggered backup for VM1. So now it's going to start the backup, as you can see that. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, so let me pause the video. Once it's done, I'll come back again. Okay, so as I go for that, so the backup is created. As you can see that the backup is completed. Configure backup and it's completed. Okay, fine. So the status previously showing you in the in progress. Now it's showing you that it's completed. Okay, so like this we can no, it's still in progress. Maybe just check once. Yeah, it's still in progress. As you can see that it's taking the snapshot. It's taking the these things. Now it's a backup job. So let's wait for finish this once. So as you can see that the process is still running. Okay, the workload name is VM1, operation is backup, and status is in process. Okay, so it's still running. So it takes too much time to take the backup. Okay, so like this is the way how we can take the backup of virtual machines. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.